Merry Christmas, everyone! Sadly, this will not be a joyful Christmas tutorial. This is a collaboration where we take the title The Nightmare Before Christmas, and we have taken inspiration of some of our nightmares or some of our fears. So as you can see, my collaborators did based out of their nightmares or their fears, and so did I. So I'm gonna let you know a little bit of a secret of mine. I'm afraid of darkness in open spaces and especially in caves. Like I don't like going into caves or anything like that because I'm afraid of what dark creature might be inside. And so I based out of my fear a creature that also doesn't have the need to look inside the cave because it's all dark, and that mixes up another fear of mine, that I'm afraid of being blind. And that's why you can see this creature with no eyes. So the first thing that I started doing was applying a white base. This is an aqua color by Wolf. And as you can see, I didn't apply it very fairly, like evenly. I left it a little bit of patches and made it that way because I wanted to look organic and not flat. Then I used a bronzer to start contouring my face and parts of my body to make it look thinner and more, creepy. So I contoured my temples, under my cheekbones, and then I used a dark gray eyeshadow to accentuate that depth. Using a stencil and some purple aqua color, I did some spots and some texture to have like the skin so it wouldn't be that flat. So I did that. And remember that when you're doing this and you're working with the stencil, your sponge has to be almost dried. If it's too wet, the paint will leak under the stencil and it will look like a mess. I created a texture sponge with an old makeup sponge and some tweezers. I learned this technique from Goldie Starling. Then I wanted to accentuate the highlights, but not only just like by highlighting. I just wanted to reapply some of that skin print into it, and so I did this with the stencil and a white aqua color. I chose pink and some green to do some veins. I did the pink first and then I used the green to do some darker and some bigger veins. I'm applying a dark gray eyeshadow to act actually as a shadow of the mouth area because I will be applying some black aqua color and I want this to have like a shading to be seen like underneath the mouth. Now with some liquid latex, I'm applying this white mesh. This is kind of like a fabric that you use to give volume to the dresses, and it's very, very hard. I don't know what the name of this. And to blend the edges, I used some 3rd degree. Since it's translucent, it will blend the edges and it will look transparent and it will work. Well, I think it did work. I don't know. On one eye, I applied 2 layers of this fabric, and on one, I applied a third. Like on this eye, I apply a third. I wanted to apply a third on the other one, but I couldn't see absolutely anything. So I just worked a little bit of the edges, like applying some color, but I didn't see very well. So I hope I didn't ruin this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please check out my collaborators. They did an amazing job, and so you can hear the history about the story, not the history, what am I saying? The story about their nightmares and their looks, and I think they did an amazing job. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. It really means a lot. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.